First saw her gliding on her rollerblades like an angel. She passed by fluently sailing. Scrunchies blue and pink on her pigtails. And I wondered, could her and I ever be pale? And I took off swiftly, trying to catch up, but I must have forgot that I'm old and I'm uncool. Heard all the laughter around me explode. I felt my head crack stone, and it's clear I'm a dumb fool. My eyeballs feasted upon her again as she sat on the back of her boyfriend's hog. Her ass popping up was a joyful delight. They burned off at the light, left me choking in the fog. That's when I saw that I followed them home, hypnotized by a beauty in a dreamlike fashion. Fantasy and reality came crashing. She was in my trunk, I had a brick and I was bashing his head. I love the smell of the rain, rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain, rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. When falling in the summertime. When falling in the summertime. As for her name, she said Summer Rain. Well, young lady, that shit sounds awesome. The pennies you're wearing, you might as well toss them. All the extra weight, well, it's time that you lost them. She said, fuck you, I got like zero body fat. I said, there you go again with all that assuming. For 6 months, my life, you've been consuming. So to consume you is how I'm resuming. So give me that pinky finger little thing. I'ma roll it in a fairly blunt and flame it. What part of you is next, girl? I'll let you name it. Got a beast in me and can't nobody tame it. Slice some puffy cheeks off of that pretty face. Butter them ships up good and throw them in a toaster. Heat them with a little brown sugar like I'm poster. Slow cook your titties in my titty slow roaster. Yeah. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I'm loving, rubbing big thighs in the oven. Deviled eyeballs, butt cheek, fat stuffing. Nipples, knuckles, pickles, please. Double stack kneecaps with extra cheese. Please toast up Ned and Hole. Always great jelly filled belly with a cum sauce glaze. Fried eyelids, butthole dip lips. Charbroiled chuck roast chimbo, bitch. Scrumptious, vicious, delicious. One hot bitch serves 15 dishes. You consume me, I must consume you. Shokasugi, Shaka Zulu, Antonio Inoki, Kaja Gugu, Smoke a stogie, Saka Boo Boo. See you again when I drop a doo-doo. For now, you consume me now. Boo-hoo. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime. I love the smell of the rain. Rain falling in the morning, falling in the summertime.
Falling in the summertime, bitch. Dude, I'm so stoked for the nice weather to come. Shout out for people hanging out, watching. I got no agenda. It's an open panel. I put the StreamYard link in the chat. I'll do it again. And that's it, man. It's Monday morning. It's a day to fucking celebrate because Mima and I finally went and got our insurance stickers for the vehicles. We got to renew it every year. Your birth month, basically, it's got to be done. Mine's February, Mima's March. So we're doing it. What up, Shayna? Whoop, whoop. And Steel City, while you're out there watching before you jet, I'm not reading it now, but we also went and picked up the motorcycle handbook today. It's not too thick. It's not too big. But its pages are numbered up to page... it goes to the table of contents, which is page 113. So it's got to be about 100 pages of shit to read and enough pictures and stuff and whatnot. So read it to me. Yeah, well, you got to pay for that service. Maybe we can get in a private chat and I'll read to you, but I'm definitely not reading here. So now, as it goes, it's a walk-in appointment for the written test. So me and Mima are going to read this book this week, and then hopefully it will be stuck in my brain, the book. And then hopefully maybe Monday, I'm thinking, I don't want to. Oh.
Saturday.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I was looking at the website. This Saturday could be the day. This Saturday upcoming. Today's Monday.
Yeah, but that doesn't give me enough time to read.
You could read it in the morning. You could take it to work and read it. You can bring it home and read it. You can give it to me for a day and then take it to work for a day. You can read it at night when you come home. There's a lot of options for you. Also, going together is very important, but
I'd rather have read that on the weekend when I have the time, when I'm not working.
So what do you think? How does your brain work? What are you going to do? What is this a potential option for you?
I'm tired when I get home from work, and maybe that's the last thing I want to do is read.
I'm saying, does this seem like something that you could bang out in a day? I think so. 100 pages? That's easy, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think that it would be a plausible option that we could... You could do the book on Saturday morning, and then we could go Saturday afternoon?
I mean, yeah, I guess so, Blake.
Well, what do you think? You think you need
I don't know if I'm going to be all, you know what I mean? Read the book. Things take time to read. I spent a whole day reading.
Do you think that it's appropriate that I should... Do you think that the right move for me to do is to suppress my ability to go write while I wait for you to catch up?
Go ahead, Blake. If you want to go get him first, go.
Well, no, I want to go together. That's what we're talking about. But you're saying you can't read through the week, and then you probably...
I can read.
But you're tired in the morning and you're tired at night. That's what you just said, right?
I didn't say I'm tired in the morning. I said usually when I get home from work, I'm tired. And the last thing I want to do is probably read. That will make me want to go to sleep.
Yeah, me too. I hate reading.
So you do what you want. When I'm done reading the book, I will go write my license.
Well, I'm not trying to rush it. I'm just very excited. You understand?
I understand you're excited. I am too, but I want to make sure I get it too, and not.
Well, yeah, of course. I wouldn't want you to rush
just
it.
Because. I mean, if you want to go and get them right away, go. I will go right after you. We don't have to necessarily go right together.
Right.
If you want to go and get them right away, then go get them right away. I will read the book at my pace.
Chad says, fuck the summertime, read me the book from the cover and the pictures. Do push-ups, sets of 50. I'm not doing push-ups. Fuck you. Bench press your Honda Felix. Get the fuck out of here. It's called the Dick Licks. It's not that either. Steel City Donner says Mima should slap Blake. She'd feel so much better. Anyway, excited or not, and whether we go right this weekend or not, now is the time to get it done. And then, like I've said on several live streams, we have to wait 60 days before we can go and get the next part of our license.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm so excited and wanting to write the license now, because I have to wait that 60 days. So
I understand.
Basically, we're already a week into March. If we jump back 1 week, 60 days from the beginning of March is March, April, May, the beginning of May. So once it's May, it's basically almost summertime.
Yeah. Like I said, Blake, I feel like I need that time to read, and I would rather spend a whole Saturday reading a book and then be fully ready to go and write.
The same day?
No, I'd have to wait a week to go write.
Okay, so what you're saying to me right now is this. Today's Monday.
Yeah.
And for a very blunt conversation, you want to read the book on Saturday in a week from now when you have time, so that you're not bothered through the week reading it with your work and feeling tired. That's what you're saying, right?
I mean, yes.
Okay. So you don't study all week, and then you study on this upcoming Saturday, and then you want to wait a whole week of not studying again to go the following Saturday to write the test? Well, I don't understand how you would take in the knowledge, hold it for a week, and then go write the test. You read the book in the morning and then go write the test the same day.
Yeah, you're right.
I know that I'm right. But whatever you want, you know what I mean? I want to do it with you, And also, respectfully, I don't want to wait 2 weeks. You know, I'm really hoping that we can go and bang it out this weekend. Are you okay?
Yeah.
I hope that we can try to bang it out
When
this
I get home
weekend.
tonight, I'll start reading.
Mima, don't do that.
What? I'm gonna start reading when I get home tonight.
Or you to
So
read
we
a bunch
can go
of it
do
today.
it on Saturday.
Yeah, it's probably good to take in a little bit of it at a time instead of reading 100 pages in one day, right? So anyway, we're gonna go get this fucking reading is fundamental, says Bucky. Mima, since you're paying for both, take as much time as you need. That's what Steel City says. What?
Thanks, Steel City.
Yeah. Thanks for encouraging her to put it off even more, idiot. You don't understand. I'm gonna fucking explain it again. You do the written test, and then you can start riding right away as soon as you pass that written test. And you need this book, understand this book to do that written test. And that's what me and Mima both need to accomplish. Do our written test. It's called the M1. And then the M1 license is only good for 90 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't ride a half an hour before sunset and a half an hour after sunrise. And you can't, like driving drunk, whatever. There's other stipulations, like you can't drive drunk and you can't go on certain roads. And the big one is that the M1 written test is only good for 90 days. And within the construct of that 90 days, you have to wait 60 days before you can get the next part of your license. So you do the written and it's good for 90 days, but you have to wait 60 days to go get the next part of your license minimum. And then you have to get the next part of your license, the M2, within that little 30-day period. So like in order to do that, you could just go and do the road test at the building, which is called drive test. You could go take your road test at drive test for your M2. And then once you do that, it's good for 18 or 22 months, depending on whether or not you take a class. Now, that class, Mima and I do want to take. And the classes are booking for May. So I want to be able to operate the bike whenever I want. And if I go do my license first and then she does hers at a later time, then all that does is retard me to get the license because, she would be going after me. We don't want that. I want to be able to go and take the driving class together. Steel City Dahmer hates reading. He says, take your time, Mima.
I will.
Well, I encourage that too, but like you were saying that you didn't want to read it through the week and just wait until Saturday to read it and then wait another week before you go take the test.
I'm not doing that anymore. I just told you
I gotta get a drink.
I'm reading tonight. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. So you cannot say that anymore.
Mima, relax,
Well,
okay?
I'm just telling you. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to read it tonight. Start reading tonight.
So what do you think? This Saturday we're going to go do our licenses?
Yeah, I guess so, Blake.
Oh, my stomach was hurting a little bit. Mima hates it when I try to bang out details. You can hear it in her voice. You want this weed boot?
Well, I do, but I'm also busy doing this.
So stop doing that and come do this. Blake trying to rush it. Mima is a saint. Fuck you, I'm trying to rush it. I bought a bike last year. I did no studying for it. How is that rushing it? I waited until it was time to do the test and so that we could book the driving class. The only way that I'm rushing it there is because of the fucking stipulations that they have on licenses. You know what I'm saying? Which is that 60 and 90 day deal. It's fucking lame. When you go get your written test for your car here, you can drive a car with your G1, but you have to have somebody that has their full G license for at least what? Is it 5 or 6 years?
I think it's 5 years.
But they don't have that with motorbikes. Blake, change the light bulb in the fridge for Mima. I don't know what kind of bulb it is, but I did keep it. It's over there.
That's funny. You wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't do what?
You wouldn't change it.
Why are you calling me out right now?
I'm just saying because I know you wouldn't.
You're calling me out on the internet in front
No.
of 13 people? You
Wait.
wouldn't change it.
Because you wouldn't.
All right, well then I won't. I could be just as toxic, booty. Watch out.
Wait, I'm not trying to be toxic.
I hang out with these trolls all day, every day. You'll never win, dude.
I don't want to win with you.
Do something, says Steel City Dahmer to me. So what else? Keep talking about these bikes? Probably not. It's exciting though. Are you excited even though I'm kind of stressing you out right now? Mima?
I said yes.
Said it
I'm
aggressive.
excited to
Mima,
get
I need you to change your attitude
right?
to something
Okay?
more fluffy and happy, okay?
I'm excited. I'm just not showing it like you. I show it in different ways. I'm
No,
excited
no.
inside.
You need to be
No,
exactly
I don't
like
have to
me.
be like you.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Like,
You
I'm
need
gonna
to be
feel this
exactly
culture.
like me. Think like me,
No.
act like me, do
Never.
as I would do.
Never.
Never?
That's right.
What do you mean, never? What do you mean, never be, booty? You never be like me?
Yeah, that's
You don't want
right.
you don't want to look like this?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm not you.
You should be.
Not.
Do something. Go to Walmart and buy a new bulb for it. Walk to any gas station. Burn off some of that breakfast candy. Can't wait to see Mima slap Blake with a rock. And Big Will suggests that I leave the house. I'm doing none of those things.
Oh my God, Blake wouldn't even go to the store for me if I asked him to.
That's right. Fuck the store. Fuck
That's
that
right.
mask shit. I don't go out in public. I fucking hate it, and you can do it all while I do none of it, and it's fine with me. Mima, you don't have to throw bread on the floor about it. I was just mostly joking. Mima, please relax. Were you just about to put the bread in the water?
Yes.
You want to smoke this joint? There's a little puff on it left
I
for
mean,
you.
I really haven't been able to enjoy it because I'm in the middle of making breakfast. So
Why? Like, Mima can't do two things at once. She can't smoke and cook breakfast at the same time, which I think is fucking wild. Do you want this puff?
No.
Jeremiah's in the chat. He says, Blake is ready to break out the leather Scully vest and chaps and ride the scooter. Bro, I've been ready. I've been ready to fucking ride the scooter since I bought it in November. I'm pretty stoked about it. First, it's get the license so that we can operate it. And then next, once we get the license, then we can get the insurance. And then once we get the insurance, then we can get the plate. That's the order of operation, right, Boot?
I think so.
Spooky Tuesday was showing me some helmets that like have a visor, and the visor lifts up, pretty standard, and then also it has the chin strap, the face part, and that part also pulls up. And then I think he said it had like little sunglasses inside of it as well. So I got to get a really good helmet because right now I just have a helmet. It's a DOT approved helmet, Department of Transportation approved helmet, but it's like a half one. I'm sure some of you guys have seen memes of me wearing the helmet. And I want to get a better one. I want to get a helmet. We got two bikes. I want to get a helmet that Mima can wear that we want to get the little two-way radio, eh, Beebs? So that we can talk while we're driving. That would be dope, right? Steel City Dahmer says, I bet you could get a nice helmet if you left the house and went to the store. Yeah, I could buy one online also. Calm down. Is that funny, Boot?
Yes.
What is that? I can buy it online?
No, what Steel City said.
Bro, I don't leave the house, and I don't have any shame about that. I don't give a single fuck about it. I don't like wearing masks. I hate it. And Mima loves taking care of me. And so she does all the fucking necessary shopping. And she's never upset about it. Right, Boot? Huh?
Yes.
She loves taking care of me. And that's the great relationship that we share with each other. A consensual one, right, Mima?
Yeah, Blake.
Mima, why you sound upset?
I'm not.
You're not happy about our consensual...
Never said I wasn't.
Well, the way that you said "yeah, Blake" a few seconds ago sounded like a little disparaging.
No, Blake, I'm happy.
You're happy taking care of me?
Yes.
You're happy going to the grocery store?
Sometimes.
Wearing a mask?
Sometimes. I'm not happy that I have to wear a mask. Is if I don't wear the mask, they won't let me in the store. So then we don't eat. So I don't like wearing a mask either. I'm like you, but I have to do it.
You're a good woman, little
Yeah, I know
Biba.
that, Blake.
Big Will says chug a bag of milk. I'm like, why would I do that? I'm about to eat a real breakfast. Why don't you calm down? Also, let me put the link in the chat again to the 10 viewers watching What Up. I'm just hanging out here doing nothing. We're going to do a little breakfast on the stream and then probably smoke another joint.
I
Boot?
guess that's not enough bread. I should toast another one.
Duty, you want to, don't, it doesn't matter, Boot. Don't
It's
sweat
only
the second.
small. Hey.
Motorcycles. We're going to be riding them in here. Now that the border's closed, putting our vacation money into motorcycles is a smart move. We decided that we're just going to stay doing local camping, eh? Show them both, Booty. This is it. Did you make the same for yourself?
Yes.
Oh, it looks so good, Booty.
Not really.
What do you mean, not really? There's no burn on the eggs? Yeah, it's a nice standard. What kind of bread is this with the seeds on it?
It's they didn't have the marble one.
It's just rye bread with rye
Yes.
seeds. Mima should mail me the breakfast instead. Yeah.
I would if I could.
What? You'd mail him my breakfast?
Yeah. Yeah.
I would if I could, Steel City Dahmer, says Mima. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to eat on the show with no shame. Fuck you if you don't like it. Eat along with us. And then after that, I'm going to roll another joint and smoke it. Mima knocked Blake's breakfast onto the floor like a cat.
No. That's
Rye
something that Blake would do, and it would make me upset.
Why would I knock your breakfast on the floor?
No, that you would just, like, maybe you wouldn't throw the food on the floor because you want to eat it.
Mima gets mad because I just, like, throw water bottles across the room and shit.
Yeah.
Young Fox, what up, though? We're just eating fucking rye toast with eggs and bacon this morning for breakfast. We got up not much earlier than usual, but we went and we got our stickers for our vehicles. And also, Young Fox, I got a motorcycle handbook. We're going to learn how to read. And then once we learn how to read, we're going to read this book. And hopefully we'll get our motorcycle licenses in the next week or two. Perfect breakfast, Boop. Huh? What's on your mind?
When I read, I'm going to have to go in the bedroom and read. I need it to be, like, where I can concentrate. If you're going to be doing your show, it can be a lot of distraction. So,
yeah. I tried to read part of the book on the internet the other day. And it was just too hard. Reading out loud. Like, I'm a good reader, but reading out loud and then trying to take in what I'm reading It felt complicated. So hopefully reading it and visualizing it will be easier with the book. I'm really excited. Hey? To do some local camping. Even if we go back to Willowwood, I wouldn't have really a big problem with that, I don't think. I mean, Willowwood isn't really that great of a place.
I was gonna say I'm not keen about that place. It's nice and close, but it's not anything.
Yeah, but now there is like, even though I've been to all the towns and shit, it is the potential to be a little bit different now with the bikes. It's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Blake, will you easily be able to finish the 40-ounce Saturday? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm going to buy a 6-pack of Corona. And that's where I'm at with it. I'm going to drink the Coronas out of the bottles with the limes. There was no stipulation that the shit had to be in a McDonald's cup like this one that just happened was. So, 4 Coronas. That's a little bit more than a 40. They're 12-ounce beers.
Make sure you get a bucket ready. I hope you don't puke.
What are you going to do when your ruler makes you wear a mask while riding your bike? The only one I'm worried about is when I have to actually sit down and think.
When you do the classes, we are going to have to wear a mask.
Well, I guess if I'm in a situation where I can't avoid it, then I'm going to have to submit. I want something, so I got to figure it out, right?
Yes.
If you could take the test for me, I would let you. You know what I mean? I'm going to enjoy one Big Mac while I run the show. Yeah, well, we have small little chicken sandwiches at McDonald's called Junior Chickens. I think you guys, it's not a McChicken, it's a small sandwich.
Yeah, it's a small chicken breast.
Junior Chicken sandwich. We had 2 little Junior Chicken sandwiches. They're like on the dollar menu, basically. And also 10 chicken nuggets out of solidarity for the show. We were eating nuggets. And I also had honey on my nuggets. But I didn't throw up like Siznak. Really good breakfast, booty. Poopy booty. Thanks for making breakfast. Like you do every single day. I never get any honey on my nuggets. A 100 Nang and 4 Big Macs Blake would win. I would throw up for sure if I had to do 100 Nangs. My stomach would get so fucked up. I don't know why, but it only starts kicking in after maybe like 70, maybe after like 50 or 60 Nangs. I start to feel a little bit woozy, and then I just keep going until I can't, and then I throw up. 100 Nang session, I'll throw up almost every time. I never get any honey on my nuggets. Well, you should get nugget honey because it's, I mean, everything else every other fucking sauce that you get at McDonald's, at least here, is a fucking sugar-filled sauce. You know, even the barbecue sauce is so fucking sweet. Like, it's sweeter than the honey, actually. You know, what's dope about the honey is that it's a dull sweetness. Where, like, you know, with whatever sauces they serve out here, like, Like I just said, barbecue, for example, they load them up with so much sugar. It's so sweet that you can't even fucking taste anything else. It's like smoky sugar, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan. But if you get straight honey on the side with your nuggets, that is good. But also, like, it needs to be like fresh also, because like dipping cold honey on cold nuggets, that's not that good. Big Will says sweet and sour sauce dominates. Bring some when you come and visit if you're ever allowed into Canada. Steel City says you're both wrong and gay and wrong, which, yeah, I concur. Excuse me. All right, you want to smoke some more pot?
Yep.
All right, you want to roll this? You want to smoke the same weed or different weed?
It doesn't matter. Just smoke the same one.
Let's smoke the spicy mimosa.
Okay.
I'm ready for this challenge Saturday. Should be good. Yeah, well, like, you know, I haven't said this, but like, I'm going to do it, but I literally don't care if I do it or not. So if there's anybody that wants to take over my spot and do my spot, I literally could give a fuck less. All I care about is that there's content getting put out on Studio 17, and I honestly, like, say whatever you want. I'm going to do the challenge, so you can't say it. You can't call it fear, but, like, I don't drink. Everybody knows that. I'm not a big drinker. I don't care much to consume alcohol, and so, like, am I going to throw up off of 4 beers? Absolutely. I'm going to get trashed on 4 Coronas. Well, maybe not trashed, but, you know, I can enjoy it. I can enjoy those 4 or 6 Coronas very casually and feel fine. Corona with the lime in the bottle. But I don't drink alcohol. So to slam a bunch of alcohol, my body's definitely going to be like, no, not today. So I think what I'm going to try to do is you got to eat the food first and then do the drink, because you can get the water in around the food, but you can't. I don't know. I think I'm going to try to do a burger and a beer and a burger and a beer. You know what I'm saying? Or sip on the beers at least also to help fucking bring the food down.
And also, beer makes you full faster.
Beer makes you fuller faster, says Mima. So
On top of eating bread.
Steel City Dahmer says he won't partake in any fun, and Big Will says Roxy Riddlebox dominates Steel City at challenges. Sounds like a big fact. That sounds like a big ass fact. Sounds like a big fact ass. No sipping? What do you mean no sipping? I gotta chug the whole fucking 1 bottle of beer before I move to the next one? That's not that hard. 12 ounces? Look, dude, like, the difference between water and beer is obviously alcohol content, but like these, I chug these all day, every day. This is a sip to me. You know what I'm saying? I can drop one of these like it's nobody's business. But as you're well aware, the water doesn't fizz up in your stomach and expand, and there's nowhere to go, and you're fucking huffing fucking burgers at the same time. It's not going to be easy. I was just about to ask you what was sizzling. Hey, Boot?
What's that, Blake?
I was just about to ask you what was sizzling.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's just the water, right?
Sorry, I'm doing dishes now, so I don't have to do them tonight when I get home.
Okay, relax, Booty. You're gonna get fucking beat up live on the internet for 8 people to see. Isn't 4 Big Macs and a 40 going to cost like $20? I hope everyone has the money.
They're like almost $5 $4 something for just a sandwich. They're kind of expensive.
It's $5 just for a Big Mac sandwich?
I believe so it's like $4 something for the sandwich. From what I've seen.
Damn, I'll have to look online this week and see if there's any surveys or anything that I can take for free food.
Well,
And then just go and fucking spend a couple coupons, buy some French fries for $1. And
they're definitely not $3 a sandwich. They're like $4 something.
yeah,
just
for
a
sure.
sandwich.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So that kind of is a little bit expensive. That's why it's cheaper to get the combo.
Well, it's not cheaper to get the combo. You pay more money for the combo. You just get a little bit more stuff.
I don't know.
What don't you know?
I'm just saying, I think that they're expensive for just one sandwich.
They are expensive for just one sandwich, but getting it in a combo doesn't make the sandwich any cheaper. You have to pay more money for the combo. Right? Well, how is it cheaper then that way?
Wait, I thought it would have been cheaper with the combo.
But how could it be cheaper with the combo if you're paying more money for the combo compared to the cost of the sandwich? Is what I'm asking you.
I always thought it was cheaper to get it. I guess not. It's not.
I mean, you could incorporate, you could make everything the same price, but that's not fair. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see if we can find some free burger coupons online. I don't want to fucking blow $20 on hamburgers that I'm just going to throw up. That seems like retarded.
Well, you know that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, I know that's what's going to happen. That's why I'm saying it's retarded to think that I would want to fucking spend $20 on that.
Well, you're going to because you're going to do
Oh, I just told you I'm going to try to go online, Booty, and see if there's coupons that we can do. You know how you like get a receipt from McDonald's and then it says, tell us how your experience was and you can get a free Big Mac?
Yeah.
Maybe we can figure something like that out or something, you know? The combo is like $7 now. That's in America. It's like fucking, how much do you think combos are here in Canada,
They're
dude?
like 10 something.
Yeah, I thought so as well. $10 at least. Do you have the McDonald's app? No, I don't because we don't eat from it often enough.
I remember in combos when I was a kid, they were like under like $5 when I was a kid.
There's always a buy one, get one free. Download McDonald's apps. They got coupons. Yeah, we'll look into it. So who else? So it's 5 versus 5, and who else is supposed to be doing this? Me and Big Will. That's 2. Who are supposed to be currently the other 3? Siznak's going to be doing the show? Damn, dog. We're going to lose for sure. Siznak, KJ, and Bucky. Siznak, KJ, Bucky, Big Will, and not Slim One.
I think it's going to be a good one.
Well, Siznak, I mean...
So what? That doesn't mean he might not puke again.
I think it definitely means he's got a little buddy. He's got a little body. He's my little buddy with a little body.
Yeah, but now that he's done it already, maybe he can do it again and it'll be even easier. I'm rooting for Siznak.
You're rooting for Siznak.
That's right.
Well, good luck, Siznak. If you're out there watching, Nima's rooting for you. So you can use that while you're training.
Why wouldn't he?
I don't know if I just wiped my wrist on my nose and scratched a booger off my wrist or if my skin is so dry that it's flaking.
Dry. My skin is dry.
Bender Boy's assassin. Wow. Out here. Throwing up will cause the team. Throwing up will cause the team to get a time penalty. I didn't write down the time penalty stuff. You guys were talking about that, but I never wrote it down in the official rules, which I didn't save, but I'm glad the video is still up so that we can go and grab those. I need a screenshot of that notepad document. You want to smoke this, Boot?
Yeah, Blake, I have a question to ask you.
You want to ask me something?
Yeah. So tonight, I just need to know so I can take stuff out. Are we doing the paninis tonight?
You want to know what we're eating for dinner tonight?
Yeah, so I can take it out now for it to defrost.
Well, I thought what we were going to do last night was make tornadoes. Let's check this thing real quick. We'll show the internet what our food is. Is that okay? Not groceries, but meals. Let's see what we got for eating dinner this week. All of these challenges in the months of March are going to make me tired of McDonald's forever. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. So this is the meals that we made this week. We started on Saturday because that's when we went and did the groceries. Or Mima went and did groceries on Sunday, actually. But on Saturday, we had the McDonald's to be a part of the show. So we were going to do the tornadoes, Mima, with the salad.
I didn't get the salad because it wasn't on the list. It never got put on the list.
Oh, what a mistake that was made. Well, that's okay. We still got to go back uptown to get chili for chili dogs, right, this week? So we can maybe grab a bag of salad then?
Today.
What, chili today?
I'll get all that stuff that I need today.
Before you go to work or after?
Yeah, and I'll just put it in the fridge at work.
Well, none of the things we really need them today. Anyway, look at this.
Right.
Look at the meals. So we were going to do tornadoes on Saturday, but then we switched it up to McDonald's. And then on Sunday, we were going to have tornadoes, but instead of doing that, we ended up eating the Thursday meal, which is the stuffed chickens with the stovetop. Right? So we ate the stuffed chickens with the stovetop when we should have had the tornadoes yesterday. Well, what do you want to have, Boot? Look, we can change it up. I'm actually going to delete the stuffed chicken from the thing. We can delete the McDonald's. We already ate that one as well. And then now what? What do you want tonight? Look, on the list, we got the paninis, which we can make. We got the nachos, which we can make. We don't have chili for chili dogs, though. And then, did you get a box of chicken wings? And the tornadoes with a salad. And we were going to make the paninis with tornadoes chicken meat, right? What's today? Monday? Excuse me, Monday? Say it again? I'm sorry, I really can't hear you.
So we can do pico.
You want to do nachos tonight? I'll probably find some time to slice up some pico de gallo if you want.
If you don't want to, I can do it when I get home.
So you want to do the nachos tonight? Oh, yeah, sucking on chili dogs. Oh, yeah. Shayna says I need to start making a meal list. You know, the only reason that we started making the meal list was because, we're not rich. And so, like, we used to just be like, oh, what do we want to eat this week? Let's just construct a list of foods that we like and then eat them. And then that was kind of getting fucking lame. And so I said, well, let's just try to save money by picking 7 meals that we like to eat and putting them out there. And then we can define the grocery list as such. You know what I mean? Because usually we're going to buy so much that there's going to be leftovers tomorrow. Like 70% of the time there's leftovers tomorrow. So whatever we make for dinner tonight, I'm just going to be a great big fat ass and eat through the day the next day. And Mima, like, this isn't our entire grocery list. This is just facilitates an assist to help understand what we want better. And then like we do put like other stuff, like Mima gets lunch meat for her lunch, and like we get like fruits and stuff. I'll show you our grocery list that we made for this week, since I really have nothing else going on. I just want to smoke this weed and hang out on the internet. Getting hungry. Mima should send me nachos in the mail. Yeah, come over and eat the nachos. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich. That's true. Yeah, well, it just got like, you know, we were spending money on shit that we don't want to spend. Right now, we determined that we spend like, for $2 for 24 bottles of water and $2. So we're spending $6 a week on, we're spending $6 a week on cases of water. That's basically $25, right? And tax a month. So round it up to a simple $30 for sensationalism. It's a little bit less than that, but not much. So it's over $25 a month, and there's no reason to be spending $25 a month on water. You know what I'm saying? I live in this trailer park, and I pay an additional $80 a month on my land rent so that I can have unlimited water through the house. And we're still buying bottled water. And we do that for years, forever, literally forever. That's going to stop in the next couple of weeks. I think it's time that we try to save money by buying a Brita filter and just filtering our tap water, because we pay for unlimited tap water, and see where that goes. So that's what's up. So we're going to do, so you want to do nachos tonight, Booty? Yeah. And then we don't have to have Tornadoes first in order to have Tornadoes on paninis. We could just make Tornadoes and slice them and put them on paninis, right? Yeah, so we'll do nachos tonight for dinner, and then do you want to do paninis on Tuesday? The other options that we got, Boot, we could do the paninis or the chili dogs or the chicken wings or just the straight up Tornadoes. Booty? Okay, well, I'll let you have at that for a minute then.
Don't start that joint yet, please.
I don't know why you would brush your teeth right now. Okay, well, I'm going to show these guys the menu, the grocery list, I mean to say. So, you know, in conjunction with all, I'm just going to go through this real fast because it's literally just a grocery list, and it's shittiest content literally I've ever put out in my life. But look, Mima gets bananas for work. I get a pineapple. We get pears and grapes. Usually we try to switch up these fruits as often as possible. Maybe some peaches and some cherries if they're in season. I love watermelons. So we just get some fruit to last us for the week. And then this week we need red onions, tomatoes, garlic, cilantro, and lime for the pico de gallo. And we got the zucchini for the paninis, zucchini panini. And then, look, I'm just going to go through it. Mima gets the lunch meat for work, ground chicken for the nachos tonight, Tornadoes, bacon for breakfast and some other stuff, hot dogs for the chili dogs, and chicken wings for a meal, milk, cheese, bread, hot dog buns, cases of water. We're still buying Kool-Aid squeeze juice, even though I got 50 packs of Kool-Aid. Well, it's less than that now. We've been drinking it. I got a bunch of Kool-Aid in the house, so we haven't been buying any Kool-Aid jammers. We've just been buying sugar to feed the Kool-Aid. But we're still buying these squeeze juices for flavored waters, but exclusively the Kool-Aid kind. We got some popsicles for a nice snack. Where's my cursor? We got popsicles for a nice little snack throughout the week. Mima gets lunch snacks. I don't really dig into this. Usually she gets like applesauces and puddings and stuff. And then nachos and taco seasoning, some Mr. Noodles for a little like just switch it up. Maybe put some fresh vegetables in a pot and add some Mr. Noodles to it for a little thing. Obviously, candy is on there, but it's a very specific list of candy. It's not just go buy a bunch of candy. I want the big bag of Swedish berries, and I want a couple little bags of Hot Lips. And then Mima gets whatever she likes. She likes chocolate. She gets a lot of Mars bars, which I think are Milky Ways. Nougat and caramel only without the peanuts. And then we needed pepper and butter this week. And then Foodland is the other grocery store. If we can't get it at the main store, we go to the other place. and there's nothing at other. And then Piggy Mart is a convenience store where we were getting Kool-Aid, but now we don't need to get Kool-Aid at that place anymore. And that's it. That's our grocery list. This is a small grocery list. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 30 things exactly listed on this grocery list. Mima went and got every single thing on the list. Did you buy anything extra?
Like I got the strawberries.
This is like $4 extra, $5.
No, they were on sale. They were like $1 something.
Oh, you got strawberries for cheap.
Yeah, real cheap.
So we got 30 items. These 30 items on this list, and a box of strawberries. How much did we pay for groceries this week? $160, right?
Yeah.
It was almost $160 for all these groceries.
You can easily spend a few hundred at the grocery store.
Yeah, if we went and got if we
have
didn't
a
do week to week and
Yeah.
had a deep freezer, also I like to focus on not freezing meat in the house.
We don't have an extra freezer.
The only meat that I don't have a
I
big
would like
problem with
that.
freezing in the house is
I would like to have a little freezer, but we don't have no room here to do that.
I like to have meat that is okay to freeze, ground beef, ground chicken, ground meats, those are okay to freeze.
Even chicken.
A
steak.
bacon is okay to freeze if you have like a surplus of bacon.
But Blake, only they're allowed to be in the freezer for a certain amount of time. Doesn't mean that they're not fresh still. They are.
It changes the texture to me.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't think it does. For me, I don't. I think that if it's meat, it's pork. It's better in the freezer because it's gonna be fresh, just as the same as you bought it the day. Now, if you get fresh meat at the butcher's that day, fresh, I think it's meant to be eaten that day. But if you're getting a bunch of it, yeah, you can.
But we
freeze
don't
it.
get a bunch. We
I
get
know,
a
but
week's
that's what
worth of
I'm-
meat for two
but that's what
people.
I'm
That's why I
saying.
like to keep it in the fridge.
If we had another freezer,
I don't understand what the point of going to the grocery store to buy, say, fresh chicken, for example.
Sometimes there's a big deal, a big sale, and it's good to get a bunch. We need to eat all of it in one day. No, you're going to freeze some of it when there's good deals for the meat. That is mostly expensive all the time. So yeah, I think it's worth it to buy a bunch of it when it goes on sale and
Oh, the
freeze
food
it. And then you
vegetables.
have dinners for whatever.
I don't like freezing meat. We don't buy a lot of meat the way that Mima's distressed about
Yeah,
this
we
example with right now.
No, we don't.
We don't, do we?
No, we don't.
That's why I'm saying I don't care about freezing meat because they just fucking put it in the fridge. We're going to eat it this week. Right? Yeah.
We've been doing it like that, Blake. But
Right, but I had to tell you about that because we were like, before I said something about it, we would go and get fresh meat
Yeah.
that was for this week exclusively to eat, not store for a
Yeah.
later date. And then we just come home and put all the meat in the fucking freezer and then take it out and cook it. And I hated all
But
that
no,
shit.
what I'm saying is when there's a deal for chicken, beef, pork, and you can buy more than one at a good price, I don't have a problem with throwing it in the freezer. We're not going to eat all 6 chicken thighs and chicken legs and chicken breasts in one day. We'll eat some of it the day of, but like for the most part,
You're just saying the same thing over again.
freezer to freeze some stuff to keep for another time.
That's what you want to do?
No, we don't know. I'm
What are you
fine-
saying exactly right now?
I'm fine with how we've been doing it. I was just saying that when there's a deal at the store for more than each chicken package we buy, it's like over $10. So sometimes when they go on sale, you can buy a bunch at a time.
Right.
It's worth it to buy and have them and put them in the freezer for another time.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. I'd agree with that.
That's it.
I agree with that, but I don't like my chicken frozen.
Yeah.
The only way frozen chicken is any good is if it's pre-made,
I just
like
have
out of
to
a
say,
box from a
Blake,
store.
You eat everything, but you are a picky person.
That doesn't even make sense. I'll eat everything, but I'm a picky person.
Well, you eat most things, sorry, but you are picky about how they are or what.
I like what I like.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I said yeah. Yeah. It wasn't like yeah.
Do you think that I shouldn't like what I like and that I should just
No.
fucking eat it and because it's there?
Like what you like.
I do like what I like. What do I like? I like chicken, not beef. I'll always pick a chicken sandwich over a hamburger. I don't care about a steak. Like, I don't care about none of that beef shit. Like, I'll eat them. I like steaks and shit and burgers. Of course, they're delicious. But if I'm presented with an option, I'm going to take a chicken sandwich every time. Or a chicken option every time. You want to smoke this weed? What are you sitting?
No. Barbecue sauce.
Big Will says you will eat what Mima puts in front of you. Yeah, well, I told her what I like, and now she makes me what I like. And if she doesn't, I tell her that I don't like it, and then she tries to make it the way that I like it the next time. Right?
Yes.
Does that mean?
No.
Yeah, it's good. I like it.
I mean,
Like she made. Okay,
make
here's a
food
great
that
example.
I like too for myself that you don't like.
Mima makes red sauce pasta. You know, she'll make me something special because she knows that I'm not a big fan of red sauce. And what's wrong with that?
Nothing. No. if
Right?
you don't like it,
Just
you
because,
don't like
you know, people don't like foods. And
it. Right.
actually, remember we had the conversation and I
feel
called.
I feel
Remember
like,
when I had the conversation with my brother on the phone and
I
you
feel
were
like
in the
your
room?
parents ruined you guys for a nice Italian red sauce pasta, meatballs, pork sausages in the meat.
This is something that my brother can
Like,
corroborate.
I feel bad that they ruined that for you.
This is something that my brother would agree with me about, and Mima can agree with me for him now because it was a phone call that we made, and this is what the phone call was about. I don't like red sauce pasta, and I had never really understood why. I just always found it like shitty, bland. I don't care about mushy pasta, shitty spaghettis. I don't care about red sauces. They always taste bland and they're not fucking good. It's not that it tastes bad. It just, to me, I've never had a red sauce that is like, yo, I need to eat more of this right now.
Italian, nice red sauce, the typical Italian. I know that you don't like red sauce, but maybe your dad would like. I can't say.
Well, let me get the point out here before you start talking.
He didn't cook it like in an Italian.
My dad. Okay, when I was in
That's
grade
totally
school.
different.
When I was in grade school, and I called my brother. I'm trying to get this point out right now. This is it. My dad would start making spaghetti at like 8:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? At 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the morning, he would start making dinner. You know what I'm saying? And then he would wake us up and make us breakfast. And the dinner that my dad made was just like, it was. Are you okay? Can I have the weed? What are you doing? Going to throw up?
No.
You opening up some windows? Good call. Anyway, let me spit this one out. Y'all know me. I can't get to the point. When I was younger, my dad would make would make dinner before he would make breakfast. And the dinner that I'm talking about specifically is red sauce and spaghetti. And it was basically just a bunch of boiled spaghetti with a bunch of like ragu or whatever poured into it. And that shit was made at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we would eat breakfast and fucking go to school. And then we would come home and we would have to eat this fucking spaghetti that's congealed in this fucking pot. I fucking hated it. I hate red sauce. I fucking hate red sauce so much. And I never really I knew that I hated red sauce like my whole life, basically, like as an adult, you know, but like I never really understood why. And it wasn't until talking about it all the time that I finally figured it out. And then so I told you about that. My dad making spaghetti in the morning. And I called my brother on the phone and I'm like, yo, do you remember spaghetti being made at 8 o'clock in the morning? Everything I just said. Yeah. And he's like, yup, I don't really like a lot of pasta either.
Right. Because of that.
My brother also doesn't like pasta, and I didn't know that about him.
It's too bad because there's so many different ways of, and you don't have to overcook your noodles. You can make them al dente, a nice bite to it. You don't like.
I don't know anything about that.
It's too bad. But like one day I would like to make a nice big pot of spaghetti meatballs with
You
pork
have made
sausages.
spaghetti and
But not
meatballs.
like that.
It
Not
hasn't
like,
been anything special.
it's not. I have never done it the way my mom's done it. I did it fast, like my own way, but the way my mom actually does it, that's the real Italian. Lots of meat in the sauce.
Remember what else
You know?
me and my brother
Then
talked
you have
about?
your salad with your meat.
Okay, relax with the
Whoa.
pasta.
Just
Remember what else my brother and I were talking about in that phone call? He said also I don't like eggs on. Well, I don't know if he said I don't like eggs on bread, but also when we were young, my dad basically made us the same fucking breakfast every day, and sometimes he would send us to school with it, and it was just like it was straight up bread with butter on it, and then he would fry an egg and put that egg on it, and then melted butter on bread. You know that Eddie Murphy joke where he's like, I make you a hamburger better than McDonald's. And it was just this pink dough with fucking all the fat from the burger would soak into the bun. And it would make this doughy pink fucking mush ball with green fucking peppers sticking out of it.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't put peppers in the egg sandwiches. But man, I ate so many fucking egg sandwiches, man. Hot butter on bread. Just melted butter soaked into bread with pepper and salt on an egg. I've been sent to school with those sandwiches. I remember not liking that as a kid.
See, we always had awesome lunches. My mom made us, like, we didn't just have bologna and cheese. We had the real deal Italian sandwiches with some olives in a little container, a little bit of cheese. You know, apple, whatever, some fruit, some like little snack. Like,
Steel City Dahmer said Mima should cough twice if she's secretly poisoning Blake's food, and then I ignored the comment, and apparently you did cough twice randomly. Well, I didn't read it, and you didn't know. Apparently you did cough twice, and now they're all like, Big Will, actual 2 coughs.
Here.
Steel City, damn, she coughed twice. Big Will, actual 2 coughs. That's crazy. You're poisoning me. What up, Matt Fema? Mima Fema, come show Mima. Mima, show everybody what you look like today.
Why? I look horrible.
Look, we can
today.
stand up about it, okay? Come show Matt Fema what you look like.
Oh, hi.
Hey, come closer so you don't look smaller than me.
Hello, everybody.
Give me the weed key, please.
Like, I'm trying to get ready for work.
Just stand here on the internet. You got to get ready for work. You don't leave for 45 minutes.
No. I still got to stop and get gas in my car.
Oh, you got to leave early today?
Yeah, to go put gas in my car.
It takes a second for the comments to come in.
Hey, Matt.
There it is. Mima Fema. Imagine if it was actually Mima Feme. That's how you say it, Feme.
Okay, bye, everybody.
What would you rather be, Mima Fema or Mima Feme?
I don't know.
If you had to pick one, would you rather be Mrs. Mima Fema? Or
I'll go with the other one.
Mima Feme?
Feme sounds a little
Mima
bit
Feme.
more. It's different.
Everybody says what's up, basically. Mima, here's your chance to slap Blake. He deserves it, and you know it. Big E in the chat. I'd never seen that name before.
There, I
Says,
slapped
smoke
him.
it up. Smoke it up. That's what I'm doing. Shayna says hello, and then Matt laughs because we're
Hello.
rhyming his name. Mima Fema is a dope name. Mima Feme, it's all right, I guess. Sounds classy. Mima Feme sounds like high class. Hey, hi, I'm Mima Feme. Yeah, hi, I'm Mima Feme, and then a big Mima laugh out of it. You get like similar Big Will laughs. See how you just threw your head back there? You do. You know it's true, right? You know
Well,
it's
yeah,
true.
of course. I laugh like that too.
You laugh like Big Will
But
do.
I laugh sometimes hard where no sound comes out. It's just a.
I like how Big Will's chin doesn't move. Hey? It stays stationary, and then his head just moves. It's fucking...
I like how we're talking about you, Big Will.
Booty.
I'm slapping him like
Stop slapping
Steel
me.
City asked.
Sam's Blake's turning into the caveman from Trailer Park Boys. Is that Sam Losco? Fucking greasy caveman, yeah. Remember when he was like all fucked up and like I don't know, I don't remember the plot, but he was all fucked up and he was like living. I don't remember the plot at all. But here's the picture of him. This is exactly the picture that I know you're fucking talking about. So let me show you.
He was on Trailer Park Boys?
Yeah, he was the vet.
I don't remember.
Blake, I hate you. Come on, don't say that. Is this what I look like?
He's a little more dirtier than you.
How's that? Do I look the same?
No.
I turn my head this way? No.
You
this
got
way,
more
right?
hair on your head than he does.
Total caveman. Can we fill this chat with hate for Blake? Yo, that hurts, man. You know, emotionally, speaking from an emotional point of view, I hate that. I hate that in a relationship using the word I hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's the worst one.
Mean,
I don't use it sarcastically in a relationship. Yeah. Do I ever say I hate you?
No.
Have you said it to me jokingly before in the past?
No.
Yeah, I don't like that one. That one's like, yo, you know, there's never, ever a reason to say that. I hate that one the most. If my girl tells me that she hates me, it's like, yo, deal breaker. Like, what are we even fucking doing then? Like, I can't even take it as a joke or sarcastically. I hate a lot of shit. I hate a lot of people.
There's people.
But like, if you hate me, bro, like if we're in a relationship, and you hate me, that shit sucks. If you're just Steel City Dahmer and you hate me, big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit.
It's a love hate for you.
Love to hate. Love to hate me. Yeah.
I don't hate you, Blake.
Yeah, I know that you don't, but I was just talking about it because the word was used in the chat. Yeah, when it comes though to relation, I never say that. I would never say I hate. I have
said it about certain people in the.
Oh, I hate a lot of shit. I hate a lot of people.
I hate my parents' old neighbor. Now he's in a home. Right now, I fucking just dislike him. But at the time, I hated him.
Right, but as far as using the word hate in relationship goes, I don't do that. I don't like that. I don't want to hear that.
That's right.
I don't. It's my least favorite. That's my least favorite thing. Call me out on my bullshit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hold me accountable for evil actions and ways and things like that. But don't tell me if you hate me. Then like obviously there's no reason to be around. Mm-hmm. I can't. Like, why would you even say that? Yeah. I'm emotional about it right now, and it didn't even happen.
Are you thinking about who I'm thinking about when you talk about that?
I don't know. I think about a lot of stuff. I remember the first time
that would say that.
I remember an ex-girlfriend that I had when I first moved into this place. She told me that she hated me, and I was like, whoa, like you don't ever have to say that to me ever again. Like,
yeah, hate's a strong word to really say too.
Yeah, like if we were in a relationship and you tell me that you hate me, it's like just go then.
I've never said I hate you to somebody that I love or care about or, you know, a friend, whatever. But like I have said, I hate this person so much for what they've caused. Like that is where I hate. But now I know I just dislike that person. I used to.
No, I don't take it personally from you, Steel City Dahmer. When dudes, like when friends tell me that they hate, my friends don't tell me that they hate me. No, I don't live in it's not that I don't keep it, but currently I don't really have like a crew that uses the word hate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, nobody.
Like the Bender Boys Discord, however, that's a completely different chaotic animal. Yeah, that's a different animal. But as far as genuine feelings and emotions are concerned, like, I do fucking hate a lot of people and shit, but Mima, I don't even know what you could do to me that would make me think that I could hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, Even
Me too.
putting our
Me
business,
too.
even putting our business out publicly on the internet momentarily.
Me too.
Even when we went through that issue with money
Yes.
a few years ago, and we stopped talking for a few months.
Yes.
Even when that happened, like I didn't hate. Like I wasn't full of hate. It was just like pissed off, but never hate.
Yeah, I know.
But I do hate people. There's been people in my life that have fucked me over. You know, homies
Right.
that I thought that I could
But
trust.
that's what I'm saying too about bad experiences I've had with certain people where it's made me hate them, and like I never like I would tell other people like, oh, I hate that person. I hate him for or her for what they did. You know, like, and it's like now that where they are now in their life, now I just dislike them.
Well, there are people in my life that have wronged me who I hold in contempt.
But I don't ever have any good memories of that person or feel like I could be their friend again. Never, ever, no.
Yeah, the people that I hold in contempt is like, I don't even like... The people that I hold in contempt are just that. That is like my hatred. It's like, it's just a big fuck you. I don't keep you around. I don't associate with you. I don't care what you're doing. I don't look into what you're doing. I have no interest in you. We used to be friends and now we're not. And it's just like, fuck you.
But also, I never forget, but I can forgive. And like, you know, life is too short to not hold grudges and stuff. I've let go of what I've felt for these certain people.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be their friends again.
Well, not
so
right.
you
Well,
do
this
hold
guy's
them.
an older man, so that's totally different.
Well, people
But,
my age and my friends that I had...
I don't know where that could go. If something was, you know, there was a change in the way they were, and then we could be friends again, that would be great.
I think
But if
everything
it's
is
not,
situation
I'm okay,
specific.
But I accept the apology, like, not apology. I accept what has happened, and I've forgiven, but like, don't forget.
Yeah, not me. There's a lot of people in my life that I haven't forgiven because I was foolish and let them fuck me around a couple of times. And now it's just like, get the fuck away from me type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't deal with none of that shit. You know me. I don't keep a lot of people close. The closest people that I got in my life right now, in real life, actual, we're in contact physically with each other. Who is that? You?
Yes.
Iceman.
Yes.
My cousin Matt.
Yeah. Your family, pretty much.
And they come here. That's it. You know, and that's all. So, you know, I don't keep a lot of people close. And they all come here, bro. I don't go anywhere or do anything. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. I'm a little bit stoned here. But the point is, hate is a strong word, especially in a personal relationship like the one that we share with each other. I would never tell you that I hate you. And I would never tell any of these guys that I think that are my friends that I hate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I don't feel it like that.
That's right.
But like if they fucked me around and it was some bullshit, you know, it's mostly just like, I just like, you know, age doesn't really have anything to do with maturity, but you can obviously get wisdom with age. And I just turned 39 and like, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And so I just try to live a life that is entertaining those morals and values. I try not to put myself too far out of my range of feeling comfortable. You know what I mean? So like, I don't fuck with people. I don't try to give people more chances.
Yeah, I know.
Usually, like, I used to give chances and then I was made looking a fool, you know, and now it comes to the point where it's just sort of like,
no more.
if I give a person another chance, it's because I like want that person to be like, I want to be friends with that person, so I'm willing to forgive. But for the majority of it, it's just like, you know, one strike and done. You know what I mean? 2 strikes. You know what I mean? Maybe the first time I misread it because we are new friends.
Don't forget the windows open.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I gotta go. Bye, everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you later.
I'll talk to you tonight. I'm going to do Real Underground Baby tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, give me that garbage.
All right, Booby Booty. Drive safely to work today, all right? Listen, the weekend's going to be even nicer. The weather was saying that it's going to be not without cold snaps here and there in March as the regular month goes, but no more cumulative snow, hopefully, and nicer weather for the next couple days. I know, maybe we could take the Helix around the trailer park. All right, bye, Booty. I'll see you tonight, okay? Life is too long, Mima. Yeah. Hold their feet to the fire. Just ask Tony about second chances. Yeah, you know, it's funny when I said give another chance. That is one of the first things that crossed my mind. And yeah, I don't use the word hate toward like people that I love. You know what I mean? And if I do love people and I'm mad at them, I would never say I hate you sarcastically. For me, it cuts right through me. With you, Steel City Dahmer, like I know that it's a joke and shit. You know, I know that that's a joke. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't take it literal, and that's the fact. You know what I mean? Like a really important thing about you, Steel City Dahmer. I get emotional on the internet. I don't give a fuck. A really important thing about you, Steel City Dahmer, to me is that, like, you know, we tried to make some plans to get together in Canada, and everything happens in America. America is the best, you know, but I would love to get some Americans to come to Canada, and it's been extremely, extremely difficult to achieve that. And so, you know, like when I get talking about Blake stock, when I get to talking about Blake stock and the concept of Americans coming over, I get straight up geeked as fuck. Like, I could wear my heart on my sleeve about that shit all day. It makes me so excited. I would love to have, it's different now. It's not going to happen. Borders closed, blah, blah, blah. We'll see what happens in the future. Probably not 2021, right? But, when the Americans that do want to come and are capable of coming it's going to be great. When all the Americans come, it's going to be great. Once those borders are open, I'm there. Hell yeah, man. Yeah. And it's like, everybody knows that I don't got a fucking job and I'm not doing nothing right now. So like, the door is always 100% open at any time. You can come, you can sleep here. You can sleep and come here. I don't care about that. If the weather's nice and you want the experience, you can sleep in the camper. I want Blake stock to pop. Also, I guess also that's just it. I guess that's it actually, is the door's always open and there's always a place here for you. And that applies to anybody who wants to come here and hang out. Once that becomes a more tangible option, and whether it's Blake stock or not. So I'm really excited about that. I've had a few Americans come and visit me, and I appreciate that, and I love that. But it's been a little while. It's been a little while, man, since I've had an American over. And that sucks. The border's been closed for a year now. It's been 1 year that the border's fucking closed. I think it's March 21st officially makes 1 year the land border closed. Like, you got to understand, dude. I was going over there every, literally, almost once a month. Almost once a month. Let's say at least once every fucking 6 weeks on average. I was headed over there. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. And it was my best life. And, most of you motherfuckers watch the videos. You know what I'm saying? Look, all you guys saying that you want to come out, man, it doesn't have to be on the same day. We could throw a party and organize it, but for real, I want it. I want it so badly. Like, I miss nurturing my friendships with the people that I've met. You know, my circle grew when I started going to shows, you know, to me back in the day, which is, 2013, my first Hallowicked show, Hallowicked 2013. But like since then, I've just met so many wonderful American people. A lot of you are in the chat. A lot of them are like not in the chat, like, and I got to do as a juggalo so much special stuff. So many things that I consider like extremely unique and special. That I got to experience because I am a juggalo. That was a Canadian juggalo that got to cross into America without too many issues. If they don't hold vax over our head, I would. Yeah, see, that's another crazy thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that one is heavy for me. I keep saying that I don't want to get a COVID-19 vaccination, but I know that, like, if there is any sense of normalcy right now, I'm telling you all that I miss my friends and that I can't nurture my relationships with them. But that is completely false because we do these shows on Studio 17 every fucking day. I'm fucking streaming on that channel, basically. You know what I'm saying? So like to say that I'm not nurturing my friendships with my friends is not accurate. But there's a lot of people that, like, your show homies. There's a lot of show homies that I don't talk to anymore that I haven't seen in over a year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like pretty lucky, I guess, that one of my last shows was that Friday or Saturday, that Saturday at Astronomicon, and I got to see all those juggalos, and that Lord Zero came there and made that video. You know what I'm saying? Like that show, that video, that's my last real show. You understand? Like then after that, I went to Dirt Nasty the next day in Ann Arbor, but it wasn't hanging out with it was a great show. I had a wonderful time. I met Dirt Nasty. I told that story a lot in the past, but it wasn't hanging out with juggalos all day. You know what I mean? Riding around on a scooter, on a mobility scooter all day, just cruising around Astronomicon. It was the best. It was, it was so fun. I got drunk. I was having a great time. And, that Replicon radio shit, like, it was fucking amazing. And I do remember having a good time and appreciating it before, like, 1 week later when the shit went down, because it was great. I said 60 times, I had such an awesome time. Getting to meet Dirt Nasty and Mickey Avalon. I never thought that I would really, like, get an opportunity to do that. So that was really amazing. So yeah, if they didn't do the vax. Yeah, so anyway, as far as the vaccination though is concerned, it's like I was saying on a stream the other day. I say it on every stream probably. And that is this. To leave Canada and go to another continent, like somewhere in Europe or Asia, like Japan, I would go to the doctor and I would get some shots. I don't know how it works in America, but I would just go get the vaccination for free at the clinic, most likely. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works here with the free healthcare and shit. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. And then that's it. And then I would get in a plane and I would fly to Japan, or I would go to, China. Those are places that are interesting to me. But I understand that, like, I recognize and understand as an adult from what I've been taught that, like, I don't have an immunity that is designed to fight those viruses if I were to contract them in those foreign places. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, extracting COVID-19 from the list of viruses that exist, even in Japan and China, right? Like, even pre-COVID, I would go and get those vaccinations. I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be like, oh, I'm leaving. Okay, I'm going to go get the vaccination. I'm going to go. My entire life living in Canada, you know, I like pretty much it's easy for me to say I've never went and got any flu shot as an adult. Maybe, but I don't recall. I don't recall anything like where I made a conscious decision to go and do that. Like I wouldn't do that. I don't do that. And then COVID-19 is a flu, and they're giving out, and like nobody talked about the flu. Nobody died from the flu. Like I don't want to get deep into it because like I'm not extremely educated in it. And so I don't want to speak unintelligently or like speak in a way that is misinforming anybody. But if I'm misinformed myself, that's my own bullshit. I got to deal with it. But all I'm trying to get to is this. If, like I just said, I was going to go to another continent, you know, I would go get the shot. I would go get the shot so that I don't get whatever virus I could contract there that my immune system can't defend itself against. But, like, as far as the COVID-19 vaccination is concerned, I'm on the same continent. I don't get a flu shot. I could be nose running down to my fucking dick, you know what I'm saying, and coughing and puffy eyes and be like a germ bomb excuse me, pre-COVID, and still cross the land border no problem. I went to many ICP shows feeling sick. Of course I did. Sore throats and shit, you know, like when they do 2-day events and I get sick, I go to one show, get sick, and then go to the next show the next day. No, you know, I understand it was a different time. But, like, I never got a flu shot, and I still got to go to America. I went to America with only my passport, and I didn't need, like, any type of record of vaccination. And that is the part that really, like, bugs me. I, like many of you, don't want to get a vaccination because I'm on the same continent. If I get sick, I'm going to get sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm not worried about polio. You know, I guess I got those vaccinations when I was young. I'm sure that I did. You know what I'm saying? Times, again, were a little different, and there weren't a lot of anti-vaxxers. I'm sure my mom got me those shots. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember having chicken pox when I was young. But so anyway, just like if this is how I feel. I miss my friends, but I get to nurture those relationships digitally online. And I think that there's a conspiracy theory to keep everybody in their house and put everybody on the internet and digital this and digital that. You know, I could get into my thought process on it deeper if so I wanted to, but I do not. And anyway, it's like I'm saying, I still can nurture relationships online, but it's not the same. And so the way that I feel about me actually getting an actual vaccine and my consent, not my submission to consent, it would have to be just like, I don't know. If I were to get a vaccine, I should be able to cross the border, whether I'm an essential worker or not. And I don't like the mask on my face. I don't like that. And so, like, if I got the vaccine, just give me some vaccination card to add in conjunction with my regular identification, and I'll flash a card somewhere. You know, I don't give a fuck. But, like, I don't like this. I don't like my face covered. And, you know, whether everybody does it or not is not, I'm not everybody else. So, like, if Insane Clown Posse started doing shows again and Gathering of the Juggalos and things had, you know, a sense of, I guess, pre-COVID normalcy, you know what I'm saying? If life was like that and it was just free to cross the border and shit, and what all I got to do is get a needle and I can go to shows again, big deal. Big deal. I'll go get the fucking vaccine. I'll get 2. I don't care. But I don't want to do this. I don't do the COVID test. Since the pandemic has occurred, I've never done a COVID test. I've never got a swab in my nose. I've never done anything that has required me to do that. And I'm glad about that. Digital nurturing. Yeah, well, I mean, that's where we're at. That's where I'm at. I'm in, bro. Let me say it again with a little more aggravation, not at you, just at the situation at hand. People that are essential workers can leave Canada and go into America without any COVID vaccinations, without any tests in the area, where we live, and in the timeline that we're at right now. That is the case. People who are essential, truck drivers, hospital workers, whatever else is defined as essential, they can come back and forth all day. What makes them so fucking special? Money? That shit is bullshit. You know, they shut down over $720 billion dollars worth of imports. You know what I'm saying? Like border business in the last year. And essential workers, they could just cross, no problem. It's difficult for me to digest that. Like, I can't understand, like, what prevents those people from getting sick and then bringing that sickness from America to Canada or the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And so these people that are essential workers, they just get to live their lives like it's a regular thing. And then there's people like me and possibly you that can hear me. You know, my example is COVID restrictions are preventing me from going to see my dad. You know what I mean? They've been in place since we put him in the home, and you know, he went from the home to the hospital and then back to the home again. Like, I didn't see him at all then. The only time that I've seen him in real life since we put him in the home was 2 times in October when the restrictions were a little bit looser, and then they changed it all, and now, you know, he's on lockdown again. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was on a quarantine in the hospital when he went there, and then he was on a quarantine when he was out of the hospital, when he went back to the home. I can't go see him, but guess what? I can get in a fucking airplane though, and I could fly to Virginia and I could go visit Ross. They could announce an Insane Clown Posse Ultra Live Monster 5 show that I'm extremely interested in trying to obtain the coins myself. I want the Juggalo card. Say what you will of it. I can get in a fucking airplane. I can take some COVID tests and wear some masks and not get a vaccine and get in an airplane and fly anywhere in the world, basically, that I want to, that is accepting foreign travelers. And guess what? The land border's locked, but I can fly into America. So I can't go see my dad, but I can fly into America. If I want to fly into America, I got to quarantine for 2 weeks, basically, once I get there, before I can conduct my business as I understand the situation to be. And it's just like, it's absolute nonsense. Like, these policies, protocols, restrictions, and any other words that describe what is happening right now are just absolutely fucking ridiculous. So how can I take COVID-19 seriously when everything that I just said is happening? You understand? Like, it doesn't make any sense. I can't see my dad, but I can fly to America and go to an Insane Clown Posse concert. There's nothing that stops me right now from taking a plane out of Windsor to Chicago. It's a 4-hour drive, you know, and I wouldn't want to do that. It's a little bit more than 4 hours, excuse me. I wouldn't necessarily want to drive to Chicago and deal with all that. So there's really right now nothing that would prevent me from ordering the anime ticket and getting the ICP ticket and then getting in a plane, and justifying a flight to Chicago is way easier than justifying a flight to Detroit when the land border is closed and I can be in downtown Detroit, which is the epicenter, you know, it's the epitome, like whatever is the word I'm trying to use to describe the nucleus of juggaloism to me. You know, Detroit is a great place. And I can be there in 20 minutes from this seat right now. And the land border's closed. But once again, I reiterate, I can fucking fly. I could fly to Detroit. I could fly to Chicago for that ICP show. I'm not going to that ICP show. I'm not going to fly. I'm going to pay. Listen, somebody, I think it was Mac from Informed Juggalos. He was talking about he lives out there. He bought the anime ticket, convention ticket, and he bought the ICP show ticket. And I think it was 50 for the weekend pass and 30 for the ICP show. $80 right now to go see an ICP show with Fago or not. Amazing. That's an amazing fucking deal, especially in these unprecedented fucking times that we have with COVID-19 pandemic that we all know about. So like $80 to go see an ICP show is great, and $50 to go to that thing for the whole weekend, big deal. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to Chicago and spend a whole day going all over Chicago? I wouldn't do that because I wouldn't even know where to begin. You know what I'm saying? I would buy the $50 anime pass, go there on Friday night, see the ICP show, and then go back there on Saturday and just fucking spend a day chilling out, doing something unique that I never did before. But guess what? I'm not going to do that. You all are very aware of it because I'm not going to pay to fly. I know juggalos do this all the time. I'm not that juggalo. I'm the lucky juggalo that gets to drive to Detroit and experience the shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't fly. So what am I going to do? I'm going to fucking book a flight, a round trip flight, an international flight at that, and then fly to Chicago, pay for a room to sleep in all weekend, and then take the flight back. Like, it's just, that's too much overhead for me because, well, $80 is a great deal. $30 for an ICP show, it's a standard price. They're not even overcharging for the ICP show. Epicenter? Yeah, that's what I think I wanted to say. Yeah, why aren't Canadians protesting at the parliament against it? I don't know. I don't have a political agenda. And so, like, I don't really, like, look into why those things aren't happening. And I'm not, like, woke enough to be the leader of a movement like that. My mullet is unprecedented. It's I don't know. Like, it's long in the front, bro. I've been growing it for the whole year, basically. So it's not like a mullet. It's just I got my shit pushed back, boy. What up, Quickie Boy? I kicked you from my Discord because you were inactive. Feel free to join again sometime. Be a more active part of this community because there ain't nothing else going on. Subscribe to Studio 17. So yeah, anyway, so that's where I'm at with it. $30 for an ICP show, great deal. They're gonna force you to buy the anime convention ticket for $50. Big deal. Mac from Informed Juggalos said that the day passes were $40 and the weekend pass was $50. So, like, just get the fucking 50. And yeah, so that's it. Like, if it was in Chicago and the land border was open, and if life was back to pre-COVID normalcy and Insane Clown Posse was regularly touring and we got gatherings and all that other shit, and it's just a regular, we're living it, you know, regular shit, I wouldn't go to Chicago because I wouldn't value flying to Chicago and paying to fucking hole up for a whole weekend, you know, like, that's where I'm at with that. So if it was regular life, I still wouldn't go to this show. There would have to be like some unique circumstances that surround it. Like maybe getting a ride with a homie or something. But even then, I don't know. There's been Chicago shows that I wanted to go to in the past that I didn't go to. There were like some wrestling things that I think happened I didn't go for. I don't think it was Stranglemania. I think it was something else. I can't remember. But yeah, what started me going crazy is I don't want to submit to consent to a COVID-19 vaccine. However, if it allows me to enter the United States of America without having to take a COVID test through my nose or have to wear a mask wherever I go, then I would do that. I would do that. The problem is that once you do that, there's nothing that stops them from saying, oh, the vaccination was this, the vaccination was that, we're back to these rules and stipulations again, you know? So even if I do even if I do submit to consent, like, there's nothing that gives me amnesty from, you know, there'll be no total freedom like it is in New Zealand right now, for example. I've been really looking at New Zealand a lot, and it's fucking crazy that they just have zero mask policies, no social distancing. It's real life, regular shit out there. They're doing massive music festivals, and shit is just dope as fuck out there. Like you know, like we all want it to be. That's how it is in New Zealand right now. Matt Famay says they just announced today if you've been vaccinated, you can gather without a mask. Well, they don't have that shit here. You know what I mean? They still have a province here that is on a curfew where, like, you can't be outside. You can't be outside, like, unless you're essential after 8 p.m. I'm going to eat some food. Sorry, I'm just a great big fat person. I need to constantly eat. I have some leftovers from last night. I heard they do anal COVID tests now, not joking. I heard that too. It's just, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't believe that the concept of Agenda 21, it's not a conspiracy. There's excellent documentation about Agenda 21 and sustainable development goals throughout the whole world. You know what I'm saying? And like, obviously everybody thinks that the future is extremely bleak, and I am one of those people. Conspiracy actualist. Ooh, that's a good one. Thank you. Yeah, I like to eat. I address this. I'm a great big fat guy. Well, conspiracy actualist then is what I guess I am. But I do believe that there's going to be a lot more restrictions. I think that there's going to be something that is going to be so big that we can't even fathom that it's happening. And COVID-19 is not it. COVID-19 is not the thing that has happened that the world can't even believe has happened. There will be something much larger. I don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be something that is, I can't even speculate what it's going to be. I assume that it will have something to do with virus or water. And so, why do I want to submit now to the mask? There's going to be something so much worse than this. This is just a smoke screen, I guess you would call it. There's always something to divide people. You know what I mean? Like race, masks. Those are two excellent things right now. Agenda 21 is real. Yeah, I know. Can you tell us how you feel about Ziggy Stardust? No. Calm down. Definitely not. Yeah, after I think 9/11 was a big test to heighten fear. Everybody's been all fucking nervous and scared ever since then. And now it's just people killing people. Now it's a virus attack. I don't remember all the names of all the documents that I've read and whatnot. But I know that there was this one thing. I got to speak really short on it because I don't remember everything. But it was like some meeting where Bill Gates and a bunch of other powerful people, I think, had this great big meeting about how like a virus would roll out and how it rolls out and the projected plan of rolling out a virus, and they ran a bunch of tests and shit to see how it would go down. And we're living it. We're living it, you know. Steel City Dahmer says this was all explained in the X-Files, human alien DNA. If you have it, you will be saved when the disease and vaccines kill everybody. Event 201, yeah. That's right. Event 201. That's the one where they were talking about global pandemic, basically. Now, as far as aliens are concerned, I'm not smart, and I don't understand a lot of science, and I don't understand a lot of unexplained phenomenon in the world. So, like, I don't base strong opinions about either of these, but I guess, like, I don't believe necessarily in a creator, like God, basically Christianity, God. That's always the biggest religion. So I'll just like focus on that one for a moment. But it's anything that is of creation, right? I don't necessarily believe that we were created, but I don't know. And like the Big Bang stuff seems like interesting, but what happened before that, I don't know. Like, how did the Big Bang happen? That doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. So it's difficult. It's difficult for me to process all that. And since I don't understand it, I don't put like much faith into those things like science or religion. I guess I'm like more scientific, data-based decision-making process instead of faith in a creator. But I don't know. I don't really know. And so like I always like, so as far as like science and intelligent life on other planets and aliens in whatever shape or form you believe them to be, classic tall grays, I guess. I guess I would believe that, I guess that my opinion sort of floats in the realm of, like, I guess it's like, I see, like, I believe in aliens right now the same way that I kind of believe in God. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know, maybe, but, like, for me, in my lifetime, I've never been on either side of God or aliens. I've never seen real, tangible evidence that satiates my desire to put faith in that or believe in that. So I'm just like out here like, maybe aliens exist. Maybe God created us. Maybe there was a big, I don't know. I don't care. I just want to fucking eat, fill my gut, empty my dick, and fucking sleep about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan to have kids because I think that the future is going to be very bad. So I don't want to subject anybody to anything like that. And then Shangri-La, God, infinite consciousness, many names for it. Yeah. I break this down every so often about how on the 6th, they say the carnival is God. You know what I'm saying? And then they also say, I'm going to actually look up the lyrics. Give me a sec to do that. I'll only take a second. Oh, that is not how you type that, buddy. What is happening right now? Are we still live? Yes. Sorry about that. Something was fucking weird on my computer. Snagit opened for some reason. I don't know why. Oh. Holy shit. Okay. I know giants used to exist and probably does over the ice wall. The human eyeball is basically blind to the majority of this reality. Yeah, it's crazy. Who's the popular guy that said the stuff about how fascinating it is that we have all these rods and cones and light and we only see one thing, what is happening in front of us at any given time with the way that the light works? I forget verbatim what he said, but I found it really interesting. I could look it up in a minute, but I'm sure you already know exactly what I'm talking about. And I want to talk about God and stuff real quick, because on the Patreon a couple weeks ago, they were like, well, we just said God. We didn't mean like necessarily a Christian God. We didn't know what else to call it. So they called it God. And I had processed this, what I'm about to say, I processed this way before Violent J and Shaggy were talking about that the other day. But the things we're seeing change how they act just because you're looking at them. Fuck God. Fuck God, yeah. Well, maybe you'll change your stance after this. Actually, I'm just going to let these lights flash. I got to go take a piss, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to talk about these lyrics. All right, yo, I'm back. All right, thanks for sticking out with me while I've just been hanging out on the internet. Don't forget to check out Real Underground, baby, tonight on Studio 17 at 10 p.m. We got a new artist, never before featured on the show. It's going to be cool, I think. I actually got to hit him up in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to talk about God and stuff for a minute here and the concept of God and what is God and like only within the context of being a juggalo. I don't know anything about Christianity. I never read a Bible. I've been to a church like a bunch of times when I was younger, but it's like you go because the social thing, you know, there was nothing else going on in the little town that I lived in when I was young. Fuck God, fuck false idols. Yeah, okay, well, here we go. Let's talk about God and maybe false idols, see if you guys can dig what I'm throwing down here. So the lyrics, basically, there's only a few lyrics in here that I need to find. And so I'm going to just peruse this real quick instead of reading it out loud. You know, everybody knows the song. I don't need to go over it, but the carnival, people feel the carnival. It's a real thing. You know, the carnival is tangible. And they like, what is it that makes the dark carnival special? You know what I mean? And they've been waiting to tell us, right? I'm going to go over Blake Hannity. I don't know. That sounds like, don't get into that, please. It sounds awful. But this is how I feel about this song. This is how I let this song affect my life. It took me a few years to piece together what they were really saying so that I could apply it to myself. And just like Shaggy said the other day, it's like, you know, the songs are yours open to interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's never going to tell you, no, your interpretation is wrong. It's music, it's art, you take it in. Let's start a cult. Well, maybe we can start a cult after this. I'm going to talk on this now. So, what is it that is special about the carnival? They've been waiting to tell us for a long time, and they say that the messages were always there, that they snuck them in, and that they talk more about it all the time, and that the bottom line is always the same. You don't have to look hard. That's real. And then they do the rap. People don't want to get with you unless you're wicked. So we rose the hatchet, do or die. Now juggalos are standing tall, which is true at the time. The end of time will consume us all. This one, I never really got the end of time. That part, I never really like. The end of time thing was kind of like a red herring to me. You know what I'm saying? But the song, and as I get into it, as I find the relevant lyrics here while I'm talking nonstop, you'll see. The end of time consumes us all. That one blew right over me. But anyway, six have risen. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It ain't Psychopathic Records. They're just pointing shit out to you. We're in it together. Okay, look, who's behind the Dark Carnival, the gatherings, and the hatchet, Lotus, the circus, everybody at it? Who invented juggalos and juggalettes and Fago showers and that feeling you get when listening to the music? Who's behind these juggalo powers? Who is behind all these wonderful juggalo powers? It's not a fan club. It's not about making money. Don't buy the shit. It doesn't matter. It's not about Jay and Shaggy. When they speak of Shangri-La, what do you think we mean? And then obviously the big reveal. They say, truth is, we follow God. We've always been behind him. The carnival is God, and may all juggalos find him. Now, for me, what I had to do was explicitly remove the Christianity aspect from the word God. That was the foremost important thing that I had to do, because I had no Christian values or real understanding of the religion to make any educated, I'm not Christian. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me right now. So when they say the truth is we follow God and we've always been behind him, the carnival is God. Okay. So like, if you go up here and you see who's behind the Dark Carnival, it's the juggalos. It's juggalos. You know what I mean? Who invented juggalos? Juggalos invented juggalos. Insane Clown Posse didn't make the term juggalos. They made the music. They put out the message that they wanted to put out. It was up to the juggalos that wanted to accept those messages to continue to stick around and support that. You know what I'm saying? The juggalos created juggalos. And I always looked at it that way, that the juggalos, we created, Dark Lotus. They made Insane Clown Posse and Psychopathic Records as a business, made that shit out of necessity. You know what I'm saying? Like, people were clamoring for some shit. You know what I'm saying? And Dark Lotus, like, the juggalos invented that. The juggalos are so highly influential of every aspect of the Dark Carnival, more so than I think a lot of people give credit to themselves for. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just buying a CD or spending thousands of dollars on auctions or just whatever support you show. The juggalos created the Dark Carnival. That's what I'm saying. And it's clear as day right here that the carnival is God. You know what I'm saying? Like Shangri-La is the Dark Carnival. It's one and the same. And we created that. So in essence, ultimately, in summation, what I'm saying is, if you are a juggalo and you know that you're a juggalo, then according to this music, according to the lyrics in this song, you are a god, which is true, because you're in complete control of every aspect of your life. You know what I mean? Like, that's one of the messages that I take away from this. And you are your own god. If you're a juggalo, you made the Dark Carnival. You kept these guys afloat. You know what I'm saying? And like, all that is all extremely relevant. The carnival is God. Well, I'm part of the Dark Carnival. You know what I'm saying? I'm the Dark Carnival. I'm a god. And I think we all are. And I think it's an excellent way to look at it. Because who doesn't want to feel like a god? You know what I'm saying? I think it's great. And it's just all this little bit here that I always kind of like extracted and just had to redefine for my own interpretation to make it more digestible, so that, it's amazing. I made the Dark Carnival. You know what I mean? You guys probably did too. And so like that's a beautiful thing. Like we're gods, you know. They follow us. The Insane Clown Posse follow us. You know what I'm saying? Like they've always been behind us. They're always putting shit out for us, making shit for us, making sure that shit is dope for us, even if like they have conceptually perceived financial issues. Like, you know, they're still putting it out there for us. You know what I'm saying? They follow us. We are God, and that is a beautiful, wonderful thing. And like I said, like I don't have any religious beliefs. Like you know, I know that I talk a lot about Christianity here today while I'm blabbing, but that's not necessarily what I'm trying to correlate. Like, you know, that's not like it could be any religion. It could be any religion, you know. Juggalos are gods. They're very special, powerful people, and yeah, like I just think that is I think that that's a wonderful thing, you know. Just this, it's just a couple of lines here where they throw it all down and really put it out there for the type of interpretation. I've never heard anybody else say it the way, I've never seen anybody else interpret it the way that I do, but I've also never seen anybody dispute what I'm saying while I'm like going crazy talking about it. But yeah, man, like you know, it's not about Insane Clown Posse. It's about Shangri-La, and Shangri-La is, you know, the Dark Carnival, and I think it's one and the same when you allow it to be. That's where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? Juggalords. Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, you know. It's a great, I love being a juggalo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I spent some time just now kind of describing how I'm a fucking god. Okay. And you guys can apply that to yourselves, man. I think I think that's really important. Like, if you never heard that before, say what I said to your friends today and let them know that the Dark Carnival and Shangri-La, it's one and the same. And we all know that shit. You know what I'm saying? The Dark Carnival is Shangri-La. You go to the Gathering, that's the Dark Carnival. And what is it described as? Shangri-La on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So it is the same thing. And we made that. You know, they never would have put gatherings out that, like, if it was just some regular unsuccessful bullshit and everything, just like everybody knows the mainstream truth, you know, like we get a gathering just for juggalos. You know what I mean? Everybody else has to go do their own fucking whack bullshit, and it's all corporate sponsored and shit. These guys, 30 years later, grassroots campaign, you know what I'm saying? Buy our CDs and support our Patreon so we could do a fucking gathering. It's real. It's real. They do it for us. And like, I don't mean to wax on poetically about it, but I just really want to drive the point home. You know what I mean? That it's not really about the Insane Clown Posse. Sure, they're getting paid, but they're getting paid because we want them to be paid. You know what I'm saying? If they sucked, then they wouldn't be getting paid. They're doing something right. And it's not about them. It's about the larger, you know, what they've made and how they've brought so many people together and changed so many lives in so many different ways. They follow us. They follow God. We're God. You know what I'm saying? We are the Insane Clown Posse's higher power. We are their gods. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, enough going on about all that. I think I had enough talking about that. But it's always a positive thing to reaffirm that you are a juggalo. You know what I'm saying? If you value that, and I value it extremely. I value being a juggalo more over a lot of things in my life. So anyway, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the StreamYard link in the chat right now. It's been 2 hours that I've been live, so I did a whole damn show. And so if somebody wants to come on and hang out with me, then I'll roll another joint and stay on the internet for at least that duration of time. But if nobody comes on in the next like 5 minutes, then I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. So I'm mad stoked for the motorcycle stuff. If I'm only here for 5 more minutes, I'm super stoked for the motorcycle stuff. I'm going to start reading this book today. And, I like to bust Mima's balls, but the truth is that I'm going to encourage her to go at the pace that she wants, even though I did say the truth. I would like her to be ready when I'm ready, because I'm so excited and I want to experience it together. So I thought that the place that sold the book was open on Saturday, and I was going to go get the book on Saturday, read it on Saturday and Sunday, and then go write for the test today. I wanted to do it in like 3 days, but whatever. I'm going to read this book all week, and then maybe once or twice. It's only like 100 pages. Yeah, Juggalo Family, that's an all right song. I like the new ones. What are the two? One is Be Safe, and then what's the other one? Be Safe, that's on Flip the Rat. And then what's the last song on Fearless Fred Fury? I like it rough. Beware. Oh, Freedom. Freedom is a really fucking dope song, but Freedom's not really about family. Freedom's just about, being like a juggalo god. The freedom to choose and be and do whatever you want to be and do and see and hear and say, whatever the lyrics are on that track. That's a really good one. Be Safe is a really good one. I like the part where they just say, watch yourself and take it easy. You can't replace what you mean to me. That's a really important lyric. I love that song. And then didn't they do one on Forgotten Freshness Volume 6? Oh yeah, it was Best Friend, or was that on the Brother EP and also on Best Friends? Best Friends is a fucking awesome song. And then wasn't that also on the Violent J Brother EP? Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I really like Best Friends. That's a pretty good one, too. It's a little bit country, you know what I'm saying? But it's very sing-songy, so it's not too bad. Well, it looks like nobody's going to be coming up on here in the next 2 minutes. The time is up. I'm done streaming. Thanks for coming out and watching me hang out here. Like I said, don't forget to check out Real Underground, baby, tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got an all-new guest on the show. That's going to be the shit. And, watch that at 10 p.m. Eastern. Monday night, that's tonight. Tomorrow night, it's going to be Big and Butter. Wednesday, I do Positive Vibes at 8 on the Not Slim 1 channel. And Wednesday, it's going to be Eddie Upshaw's Vegan Arcade Show. Thursday will be This Sucks. And then Friday, hopefully, it should be UFCD, Amazing Juggle Brothers versus Forgotten Freshness Volume 2. And that show will determine who enters the finals against Dark Lotus, which was such a fucking ridiculous upset. Malenko put it the fuck down all the way basically to the end, just couldn't get into the finals. And if the show, it needs to be Amazing Jekyll Brothers that wins, because if Forgotten Freshness Volume 2 with the fucking great Malenko songs on it, takes over Amazing Jekyll Brothers, and then it's Dark Lotus versus Forgotten Freshness Volume 2. Come on, bro. That's going to be fucked up. And I don't even want to think about that. But either way, whatever the result of the show will be, check it out tonight. It's Friday night. It's going to be Amazing Jekyll Brothers and Forgotten Freshness Volume 2. Oh, and then also on Saturday, we're going to do that Challenge Accepted. We're going to be banging out some teams to do some hamburgers, to eat some McDonald's hamburgers, and also drink some beers. So that'll be fun. If you like the one that we did on Saturday, the one that we're going to do this upcoming Saturday is going to be just as fresh. And that's all I got to say for now. So we'll see you tonight on Real Underground, baby. Whoop, whoop.